everyone. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades as per usual. And let's dive into some analysis here. So right now, GameStop, pretty decent day today, rallying basically alongside the entire stock market on some relief rally. Saw the Qs bounce big, the S&P bounced big, the Dow Jones bounced big. Everything was rallying today, even the small caps, right? Small caps were leading. So right now, what I can see is that GameStop is in some sort of corrective wave. We're in a wave 4, and we're essentially looking for one more low. Now this has corrected pretty big, so any sort of lower low in price will most likely create bullish divergence, and that's what we're looking for here on the smaller time frames to finish off this move. Now the daily has corrected pretty big. You see the daily cycle break out. Could the low already be in? Yeah, there's a possibility. I mean, right now you're looking at a really strong move in the RSI on the daily cycle. It's pretty big, to be honest. This is a, sizable move. But we've completely erased divergence, right? You've peaked on no divergence, which is, kind of a 3-wave move-ish. If it can continue to push higher and create more, bullish divergence, and then in that case, bearish divergence, in that case, you could mark the low in, and this cycle has been complete, and we should not take out this low. Now, when I was checking the dark pools, I don't want to show you guys the dark pools because I didn't see anything in terms of like GameStop, like any big prints or big money buying in. I didn't really see that. I'm expecting also, maybe the markets to pull back down once again. We're in a pretty high volatility period. People are getting really, worried. The fear index is actually really high, and the markets are trading at all-time highs, which, contrarian view, which would mean like everyone's shorting, everyone's really scared, so the market should technically continue to push higher. But we've been pushing higher since April without really any significant pullback. This is probably our first significant pullback. I mean, like, we're drawn down maybe 8% from the highs here on the Qs, and that's why everything is bouncing so hard and rallying. Everyone's buying the dip essentially on the after the fact, after the move down. So could GameStop lows be in? Maybe. I want to give it like 30%. I would still lean towards one more low in the 5th wave, but holding above this pivot here at 1873 or whatever, this pivot. Someone was asking me in the comments about the pivot. It's basically just this one right here. This line, the low is 1873. So we've been building a 1-2 setup off of this since basically the lows down here. So breaking that would invalidate it. It would set us up for a big drop if we were to break this low and turn this entire thing probably into a 3-wave move up, 3-wave move down. It's going to take some time. It'll burn more people who are playing with options calls and lose interest, and then it'll rally back to new all-time highs in a massive short squeeze or big pump to new all-time highs. But I don't know. I feel like I'm leaning towards more this scenario playing out, and then you'll build impulses off of this, right? But let's take a look at what the money flow is telling us. What's the weekly cycle saying? The weekly cycle is showing us some sort of deceleration. We're seeing sellers starting to slow down. Monthly time frame hasn't really changed. I don't think 2 days and 13 hours left, so looks like it's going to confirm more bearish than bullish. And then we can take a look at the 4-day. We don't have any new signals on the 4-day or the 3-day. The 2 days printing a green dot here. We're in red money flow. The daily cycle has printed multiple large print green dots, but were followed through by some manipulation, and you can see, they pushed the price down lower than it should go. 4-hour time frame, you're deep in that red money flow. So wouldn't be surprised to see the price come back down, and then red money flow continue to build back up to the zero line, and then the momentum wave, losing momentum towards the downside. This would, and then a lower low in price. This would be your perfect setup. This would be a lower low in price but higher low in momentum. So the bears are losing significant amount of steam, they're losing strength, and they're losing control of the sell-off, and it's coming to an end. Right, you can see the 1 hour printing a red dot, red money flow, and it could be completely wrong. Tomorrow it prints another high, we continue to pump, and the low is in, right? And that's it. And this was just more of an opportunity for you to buy the dip, and that's it, right? But when I shoot my buy order here, and I add another 1,000, 2,000 shares in GameStop, I'll let you guys know. I always do. I always post my buys down here, and everyone, they get all excited. But right now, no one's been really excited lately. In fact, everyone's been very upset. I'm making a little bit more bearish analysis, but I've been a little bit more bearish since we broke this box here, and I said the sell-off could extend, and it could continue to go on for a fair bit, and nobody wanted to hear that. And it's now the cycles are coming to an end possibly, and you want to get ready for maybe a pump at GameStop, and we're nearing the end of the decline. Let's take a look at the weekly cycle on GameStop. No new signals. 3-day, the 4-day printing a green cross here, so it's interesting green cross on the 4-day there. The 2-day also printed a green cross, and the daily cycle, the daily also printed a green cross. The 4-hour, funny enough, had a green cross and a big buy, significant buy coming in here on Friday, so that's something of interest. So big money start to step in here. Now I didn't see, like I said, I didn't see any dark pull prints, but it doesn't mean they have to print. 1 hour time frame, huge amount of accumulation, but I just worry where we see accumulation, small pump, and then dump continues, or accumulation, small pump, and then the dump continues, and then eventually the trend will come to an end and it's going to reverse. But just checking it out to see if anything's gonna happen. Yeah, I mean, I don't see any dumping of this stock just yet. Like, I don't see any selling like we saw here, or pretty sure it's the larger time frames that we saw some selling. Yeah, some selling there, right? Start taking some profits along the way up on the daily, especially kind of your warning sign that they are dumping the stock, and then the trend is going to shift. So dumping the stock here. We're looking to see if they're going to accumulate more on the daily. So I would like to see some daily accumulation like we saw here, like a big buy. If we were to make a lower low, that would inspire more confidence in the trade setup. But yeah, I mean, long term, GameStop is still bullish. Don't see anything wrong with it. Everything seems to be fine in terms of the fundamentals. Don't do fundamentals that much, but pretty sure it's straightforward, right? And yeah, that's it. Have a wonderful evening, guys. I'll give you guys some more updates on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Peace.